Hello, welcome back to the Orlando Home Show. And I am here right now with Connie Mattioli. Doesn't that sound yummy? And Connie is with Damsel in Defense. So one of the things that this world is getting crazy, Connie.
It is.
It is. So Connie, tell us about your mission and how it started and what you are doing to help women.
Well, years ago, 22, I was actually robbed at gunpoint at work. So when people think that it's not going to happen to them, or if it's going to be nighttime, actually it was in broad daylight. Years later, I did find this awesome company, and I have started my healing. So at Damsel in Defense, our mission is to equip, empower, and educate women to make sure they're able to keep themselves and their loved ones safe.
I can't even imagine. So just the mental strain, and you said your healing is
Yes.
it's I'm sure.
Well, even being at work, to not be able to be comfortable in my own home or around people. I wasn't able to be by myself a lot because it would trigger. I had PTSD, I did.
Yeah.
But once I found this company and the sisterhood that comes with this company, and being able to teach women that they can be safe and they don't have to just carry a deadly weapon. They can have other things.
Other options.
Other options. It's other
to make
options
them feel safe.
To make them
and
feel
so
safe.
that has helped you to heal, and knowing that there's other people who are surrounding you and there's these products. How long before you learned that there was such a thing as damsel in distress?
Well, let's see here. I've been with them almost 7 years, and I will tell you that it was 18 years ago. So it was a good 10 or 11 years before I actually found the company and started
Wow.
the healing.
So for that 10 and 11 years, and you were just
I wasn't able to be by myself.
Right.
I wasn't able to, there was a lot of things I wasn't able to do. Certain sounds would trigger me.
Wow.
Mhm.
So this is an amazing find for you.
Yes.
And this is wonderful, and I thank you as a female. I just thank you for sharing this and what you're doing to help empower women and educate them on that there are, and just like I said, the mental health that goes along
And that's
with
a
it.
big
That's
part.
amazing.
We don't want to sell you something
Right.
and not educate you on how to use that.
Right.
Because 85% of people freeze. So if I'm able to educate you on how to use the product or how to hold the product, then most of the time you're going to be able to use that product and be able to say, no, you're not going to take anything from me, right? You're not going
Right.
to take that. I'm going to make sure that I'm standing up, and I'm going to say no.
And I'm sure have to have the equipped mentally be able to do that. So show us some of the stuff.
Okay.
We have lots of fun
So
stuff.
we do.
Show
we
and
have
tell. Look right there and show everybody
amazing
that.
products. So I'm going to start with our purses. This purse here, and I know down here is real big on people scanning credit cards.
Oh yes, it is.
So all of these little purses here
That's
are actually
adorable.
RFID technology. So
Oh,
they can't scan
neat.
any of your credit cards through your purse.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that nice? So
That's
I have,
awesome.
and they're crossbody. We have the RFID purses. We have RFID wallets. The other big purse that we have is actually a conceal and carry. So if you do decide that you are a gun-toting mama, it has a holster in it.
Oh,
So
nice.
and it velcros in. So once you pull your weapon, and this all sits kind of crossbody.
Right.
So it sits towards
Oh,
the
so
front.
it's-
So
okay.
that way when you
So you
put
can
your
go-
weapon in.
There
Yes.
you go.
So those are our purses. I personally enjoy our stun guns. That's one of my favorites. And actually,
I think I
have
could probably
this.
do that easier than.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's
know?
and it's all of our stuff is what level of comfort that you
Right,
have.
right.
So we'll start with our simple stun. So all of our stun guns have to have pins in order to work. This is a safety feature, so we do recommend that it is around the wrist.
Okay.
So the pin goes in the bottom. This one here is our simple stun. First one up's your flashlight. The next one up is your stun. So once it
Okay.
turns red, means it's ready. But if somebody was to take that from you, as long as you had that pin around your wrist, it will not work back on you. So they can't use it against you. We have that instant replacement too. What that means is if anybody ever was to take that from you, I want you not to fight for it. Call the police, get a police report. We're going to replace the whole thing for you.
As long as you have that on your wrist.
As long as you have that pin on
And
your
when
wrist.
they pull it from you, they just disengaged it.
Yes. And you know what? It's going to take them a couple seconds to figure out that there's something else that needs to be with that stun gun. So get out of there. 2 seconds. That's all you need. So that's our simple stun. We do have our little ringer too, and the little ringer goes on a key ring.
Okay.
Now this is on a breakaway keychain. Still has to have that pin in order to work. These are USB charged. They have the battery light indicators on the front.
Okay.
So one step, you turn it on, that flashlight comes on. Same way. Somebody was to take it, they can't use it against you.
What's the difference between the two of them?
So this one here is that 2-step.
Okay, the flashlight first.
The flashlight first, then the stun. This one's that one step. And different charging. So one's USB and one has
and
another.
like how, and I'm probably, it's okay, just keep talking. I'm probably asking like a really dumb question, but how much power, so to speak, does that?
Not a dumb question at all.
Okay.
So a lot of people claim voltage, and we no longer claim voltage because voltage is that noise that you hear. We claim milliamps, so we've actually sent our stun guns off to a third-party company, and they're 18 milliamps. So they're a pain compliance tool. So wherever you hit, it's going to take that muscle and it's going to contract it.
Okay. So the person's going to be in a lot of pain.
It is a painful tool. Yes, that noise alone can be that deterrent too. If you feel like somebody's kind of following you, you can set that off. And most of the time, the thing of it is attackers don't want you to fight. So once they realize that you have something, they're most likely going to leave you alone.
So, and if you like, because sometimes you might not be able to get them where you like want to or whatever, but if you get them here, if you get them in the arm or wherever it might be, it's going to be in that much pain. How long does that last?
So that is seconds.
Long enough to get away.
But it's long enough to get away.
Okay.
Yes, it is seconds. But like I said, most of the time they come at you and you hit them with that, they're going to be like, whoa,
and they're going to stop.
And they're going to stop.
Yeah.
They have to rethink. We call that an OODA loop. So what that is everybody has to go through an OODA loop, any decision that you make. So most of the time, if you're walking and you feel like somebody's, watching you, well, they are. And it's okay. You just need to make sure that you're aware of what's going on, right?
Okay.
So everybody goes through they observe you first. Okay, so they're watching to see what you're doing. Do you have anything?
Okay.
Okay, so then they go into deciding, are they going to attack you? Is your head in your phone? Are you not paying attention? Right? And then they're going to act on that. So what happens is once they act on that, and you now have hit them with a tool, now they have to go back and decide.
And rethink their decision.
And rethink their decision. So, and that's what the awesome thing about our tools are. It gives you that extra little thing to get out of there. Now, I do want to, I want to talk about one of our amazing products, and we actually have won a DSA award for this.
Okay.
It's called our Shield technology, and this is a pepper spray that connects to an app on your phone.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
so
that's
once you
new.
So once you hit this button or even unload your pepper spray, you're going to actually preload 5 contacts in your app that Damsel does pay for. Okay, so this is a one-set price. They pay for the app for you. And that's going to send up to 5 contacts, your GPS location every 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can silently hit that button.
As soon as it happens, my husband or whoever is going to get a
put
notification.
They're going to get actually a GPS notification of exactly where you're
you
at.
are. That's amazing.
Isn't that awesome? So those are our protected peppers with Shield.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is very awesome.
So we have, and then all of that, all of the products that we do carry. We carry personal alarms, we carry striking tools, we carry all of that. So it really is.
I see some pretty blingy stuff here. Look at that.
So it is really just
That's got my name all over it. I don't know what it is, but wow.
So this is one of our pepper sprays. Yeah. So one of our pepper sprays.
Okay, look at
all
that.
of our
It looks
pepper
like just
sprays.
a little,
they're fun. They don't have to be ugly anymore. They can be fun.
And somebody's not going to really realize that. For all they know, it's hand sanitizer.
And that's true. And you know what, though? I want you to be able to see what I have, so the blingier the better. Because again, the attacker is going to observe you, right? They see something in your hand like that, they're going to know that, hey, she has something. So all of our pepper spray 16 feet. They all have UV dyes in them, so once you spray them, they can blacklight them for up to 7 days and still see that UV dye on their face.
Really?
Yes. So with a pepper spray, a lot of people well, what if I freeze? What if I, So, and the good thing about a pepper spray is as you walk, you want to open and close that pepper spray.
Okay.
Because that creates that muscle memory. So if something was to happen, your brain says open that pepper spray and spray instead of freezing.
Okay.
Now, if you're afraid that somebody's going to take your pepper spray from you and use it against you, that protected pepper with shield and the protected pepper, so we do have one without shield and one with shield, these go around the wrist.
Okay.
So if somebody was to take it from you, that
That
pen
little
comes out
pen.
and then the canister falls down in that pepper spray. So they can't use it against you.
Oh. Well, how cool is that? You guys have thought of everything,
We
haven't
have
you?
tried to think of everything.
So tell me a little bit about pepper spray because I know that some people might know, some people might not. I am one of the not. So I know that in the face and it gets into the eyes and it burns like heck and it's going to stop the person from some.
So ours is one of the
aggressively
hottest
coming
pepper
towards you.
sprays on the market.
Okay.
It's at 1.45 MC. Okay, so that's the levels of peppers that are actually in there.
The kind you shouldn't have in a taco.
Right, exactly. So when you actually spray a pepper spray, you want to spray eyes, nose, and mouth.
Okay,
So
that
that
was going to
way
be my
when
next.
it-
Where do
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
aim?
So when you aim it, and it's going to come out orange. All
Okay.
of our pepper sprays come out orange, so you know exactly where to spray them.
Okay.
And it's going to get in those eyes. It's going to take those muscles and it's going to contract it.
Okay.
It's going to get in the nose and the mouth, and they're not going to be able to breathe.
Oh.
So all of our pepper sprays, it will even attack the people that are under the influence. Okay, so it still works on them too. It might not work as long, but we have seen it work actually for 40 minutes, eyes closed.
And that's what I was just going to ask. How long does that
Yeah.
last?
So about 40 minutes. I don't want you to kick them while they're down because obviously that's illegal once the thread is gone, right? But once you're able to get out of there, call the police because as long as that canister's not expired, and they do expire,
Okay.
as long as that canister's not expired, if you have to use it, you get me that police report, we're going to replace that canister for you.
Okay.
And in an instant, something like this of that protected pepper, or even that protected pepper with shield, we have that instant replacement. So if somebody was to take it from you like that, or if you felt like it was damaged, we replace the whole thing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And then what are some of these other things?
So here we have our personal
look at
alarms.
this thing. We talk about that.
So instead of putting it, so this is a martial art striking tool.
Okay.
We call them socket slims, but obviously they are called Kubatons. So instead of putting your keys in between your fingers like they used to teach us,
Yes, that's what they've taught us.
They tell us not to do that anymore because that can break that bone. And not only
Yeah.
that, I don't know about you, but I have a key fob.
Yeah, I know.
Not doing much with a key fob, but even
Right.
those flip out keys, that's a $500 key.
Yeah, I know.
I break that key. First off, now where's my way out? Right?
Yeah, right.
And now I'm $500 out. These are very
And it's gonna
inexpensive.
slide around
Yeah,
in
and it's
your-
going to
in
slide
your
around
fingers.
and most likely break.
Yeah.
So you're going to wrap your hands around that. It's made of molded aluminum, so it gives you that extra umph to your strike. And I will tell you that I'm going to bust the TikTok myth. If these do not have a steel pin on them, they cannot break windows.
Okay.
Molded aluminum cannot break tempered glass.
Okay.
So, and what this is, if somebody was to grab you, you can actually butt out, step to the side, and strike. And that gives
There
you that
go.
extra to your
Seconds.
strike.
It's gonna
Seconds.
for them
Well,
to rethink their
right.
decision.
And to be able to
I
hold
picked the
this
wrong
in the
person.
hand and focus. Think about driving down the road and hitting ice. The first thing you do is clench the steering
Right.
wheel. Now your brain's focusing. Same way
Right.
with this. Instead of putting your keys in your hand, wrap your hands around this.
Right.
And that way now your brain is focused that, hey, if somebody was to grab me, I know exactly what to do with that. And that's how you
Right.
practice with a lot of these tools, holding them in your hand, making sure that you're opening and closing, making sure that you have it in your hand and clenching that. And then if you don't feel comfortable with the pepper spray or striking tool or a stun gun, we do have personal alarms too.
Okay.
Now, and these are great for kids also. So we have two different ones. We have
It's pink.
it is. We have
I
pink
like
and
it.
blue. So they do have that flashlight on them. And this
Okay.
one's a push-up alarm.
Oh, there you go.
And then this one here is that pull alarm. So if somebody was to take,
Okay.
yeah. And they both have that flashlight on them.
There you go.
So-
That is awesome.
And we do have more products. Obviously, my booth's down the way here.
I know.
We have lots of products. I didn't bring them all,
And
but
I know, and here's your. I was just going to say you have a website,
I
and
do.
there's our team putting the website up. So there's the website. They can go on there and order products and things like that. Do you teach classes on all of this
So-
stuff? This is amazing.
Right. So we are a direct sales company. So we do parties. We do home parties. I know I'm from Kentucky, so it's going to be, but I do Facebook parties too. So we talk about situational awareness. We call them workshops.
Okay.
We talk about situational awareness, how to stay safe. We go over all of our products, and we teach you how to use our products.
This is amazing. I love this, and I'm already in my mind thinking of a Facebook party or something.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun because, you still have to go over the doom and gloom. This is what happens. It's one in 5 are raped. You got to go through that. But when you're able to put these products in your hand and be empowered and know that you can actually stay safe,
right,
that's worth it to me. So.
Well, thank you for sharing all of this information with us, and thank you for everything that you do. I'm sorry that how you started in this, but you know what? God's got a plan for everyone, right?
Yes, He did.
And your plan was.
It wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't.
You're
the
right.
way it was.
The
So.
people that you're reaching now and saving lives, and that's amazing.
Yes.
So thank you, Connie. Thank you
you
for joining us.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. We will be right back.